Many of us take for granted the idea that we'll work steadily until retirement. Employment not only provides financial stability, it gives us purpose, structure, and a sense of identity. But a sudden illness or injury can disrupt those expectations, leaving both employees and employers uncertain about next steps, available support, or the possibility of staying at or returning to work. Kenya Buffington was in the midst of a thriving career in grants management. Energetic and driven, she balanced a fulfilling job with caring for her family and serving her community in Arkansas. Then, a sudden injury threatened to upend everything: her career, independence, and sense of direction. Like many, Kenya faced uncertainty about when or if she could return to work. She turned to Arkansas Rehabilitation Services for guidance. Through the Stay-at-Work Return to Work program, she was connected with an occupational therapist who helped her identify and implement strategies to begin working from home. As Kenya adapted and regained confidence, she chose not to stop there. With determination and support, she applied for and secured a new role that would ease her transition back into the office environment and reconnect her with colleagues. It was a powerful step towards reclaiming the independence she valued.
I had talked with Ms. Buffington multiple times, dealt with her throughout the years when she was previously at DF&A. Was unaware of her accident and what led to her disability, and thought it was a good idea to have her on board. But when she shows up for one of her, drug screens and stuff that we do through HR, noticed that she was in a wheelchair, and so that started to get the gears rolling of, what accommodations are we going to have to make with this? Not really sure where we are and what we need to do.
Kenya introduced her new manager to the Stay-at-Work Return to Work program, knowing that its support extended to employers as well.
Return to Work representatives came to the Department of Public Safety, and they spoke with the HR director and kind of share them some things of what they do and how they do them.
The program streamlines the accommodation process, offering practical, effective solutions at no cost. Employers can access one-on-one evaluations conducted by certified occupational therapists or assistive technology specialists tailored to the employee's needs and work environment.
I'd reached out. They said that they could come out here, assess the situation, and kind of have a sit down with us to tell us, here's what you can do, here's what you can't do, this is kind of what their rights are, this is what your rights are, this is how you make accommodations. And I was like, okay, cool.
Discreet and expedited case management includes consultations, customized recommendations, implementation, and follow-up. When equipment is needed, Arkansas Rehabilitation Services may cover part or all of the associated costs.
It was really great because they came in, they reviewed the office, assessed my office, and looked at what accommodations that could be made.
The Stay-at-Work Return to Work employer liaison and occupational therapist met with the human resources team at Kenya's new workplace. They answered questions about ADA compliance, assessed the areas Kenya would use, and took measurements to help guide accommodation recommendations. The occupational therapist compiled these suggestions into a clear, actionable report to simplify the process for the employer. Most accommodations were straightforward, such as raising Kenya's desks and offering a flexible schedule to support her gradual return to the office.
We walked through the building, we looked at the office space that was going to be there, they gave us ideas, what we need to do, measurements, what changes needed to be made. And honestly, it ended up being that a lot of the things were already in place. We didn't have to do much alteration at all.
One of Kenya's primary goals was to drive again. Her Stay-at-Work Return to Work case manager arranged public transportation to and from work and partnered with the occupational therapist to guide her through obtaining a modified van with hand controls.
I had got a vehicle that needed to be conversion, and this is really big. This is a really big one for me, returning to work and staying, at work is the vehicle and getting a ramp for the vehicle so that I can actually get back and forth to work.
Once Kenya completed her driver's training, her employer ensured that she had a large, accessible parking spot near the entrance to accommodate her vehicle and ramp.
We looked at the parking situation. What do we need to do to accommodate being able to have a van accessible, have it wheelchair accessible through her van that she drives.
The Stay at Work, Return to Work program is available to all Arkansas employers and employees facing a disabling condition that affects their ability to work. Our goal is to help employees stay on the path to retirement while helping you retain experienced, trained staff. We offer a rapid, discreet, and knowledgeable response, guiding you through the ADA's interactive process, answering your questions, and identifying effective strategies to keep your employee on the job.
I'm glad that the resources that they had were available to me, and I say to an individual, if you want to do it, just do it. You know, they will help you. They help me.
It's really not as intimidating as you think it is.
Reach out to us. We're here to help.